Hi, guys, and welcome to episode 2 of the Wells family for society. So, the Wells family is pretty large. This is their main household, but they're pretty much all over the neighborhood. They have a very large family. I think 6 kids in total, maybe 5. And we will be kind of reviewing the main household, who's Jeff, his wife, Monica. They also have a dog, and then their 2 younger sons who have not left the house yet. We will be playing the entire Wells family today. We're going to start off in order with the oldest and work our way through. And then once the OG parents kind of pass away, we will move to the next oldest son. Alright, as we enter the lot here, you can kind of see that the house is a little bit empty. They just moved into this house, actually, so they used to live in a different house, and I believe one of their sons is currently still living in it right now with his wife. So let me just get some cheats out of the way so I can play how I like to. And we can see Archie and Monica here just kind of chilling on the couch. They oftentimes do this because I know that Monica is a gaming sim, and so she likes to play on like the video games a lot. So Monica, she's fulfilled, I guess. She's had a lot of children based on the fact that her husband really wants a lot of children. Her main goal was to send 3 of her kids away to college, but I think there was a glitch with her lifetime want. She doesn't really have too many aspiration points, and as you can see, she has not completed her trees. But we actually can probably get a little bit more satisfaction out of her life for her so she can live to see her grandchildren. She already has a couple, but Archie is her second oldest son who's home right now. Um, we don't really know much about him yet. I mean, he's a pleasure sim, which is different than most. I don't really do a lot of pleasure sims. His main hobby is in science. And I don't know if he's gonna go to college or not. Normally, I don't send pleasure sims to college, but I can see he wants to. Then lastly, we have Brennan. Brennan's the youngest of them all. I think, yeah, he's on the toilet right now. So we're just gonna have everybody come in together for a nice family lunch. It looks like Jeff's at work. He works in the medical career. They must be talking about one of their family relatives who just recently got engaged. So Jeff just came home from work, so we're gonna have him give his youngest son a hug. I love this animation interaction. I think it's really cute. Jeff definitely needs like more friends in order to get a promotion, so Comey would be one of the best people to do that with. Looks like we're having dinner, and Jason, who is actually one of their son's significant others, came over and joined us for dinner. We will be seeing him and witnessing his household and what that looks like here after this. I love when they scarf down spaghetti. I think it's so funny. Comey looks pissed. Oh, who smells? Oh, it must be the dog that smells.
Oh, c'est vrai, ma love. Braven. C'est vlog. No coca la fles.
Kubi, the coffee jam.
Alright, so it's the next morning now. Looks like somebody knocked over their trash can and there are cockroaches. So we're gonna call the exterminator and have the exterminator come and remove them. Looks like we just have Archie playing some chess before school. I know Jeff needs another cooking point, so, or I'm sorry, cleaning point, so we'll have him work on that. I really want him to get to the top of his career before he, passes away. Okay, so the school bus is here. We're gonna have Monica come play some games. That is her hobby. Make sure the kids send themselves off to school. So the exterminator is coming to take care of these cockroaches, thank God. I think that this being a feature in the game is actually kind of really fun. Because if you look at the level of details, like in the cockroaches, like they're kind of like really gross. We'll have Jeff clean those up before he goes to work. Yeah, like, look at the detail that went into these. While he's gone, we'll have Monica play with Leroy, the family pet, one of many. Okay, so Jeff got a chance card here, so let's just take a minute to read. Researching it, possibly missing his chance at the financial incentive. I need to be careful because I really need him to get this promotion. Alright, we'll go with research. Yay! 2 logic and 2 charisma skill points. Awesome. Monica's helping Archie with his homework. Maybe this is kind of a little foreshadow of him going to school in college. Looks like Monica's making some salmon for the family for dinner. The boys are playing some video games, trying to have some fun after school, and Jeff's already home. So yet another humble little family evening at home, having a home-cooked meal. Looks like Shay Johnson's over. I know that's one of Jeff's really good friends. Alright, next morning here, Thursday morning, just waiting for the kids to go off to school. Looks like the computer's broken. Jeff's about to sit down and fix it himself. Thankfully, since he's in the medical career, he definitely has probably one of the highest mechanical skills out of anyone in the house. I love that the father and son are wearing matching pajamas. No, that was not planned. So I decided that tonight we're going to have a birthday party for Brennan since he's going to be turning into a teenager. So I had his mom go ahead and cook a cheesecake. Looks beautiful. I don't want anyone to touch it though until the time for the party. So we'll go ahead and put it away. And she'll also make something for everyone to eat, like an entree. So we'll just go ahead and go with turkey. Alright, so we're going to throw the party now. Obviously invite all family members that we can. It's a very family-oriented family. I feel like that's a lot of family. But they do have a lot of siblings. They have a lot of friends. They have a lot of married-in, so it's going to be a big party. Looks like everyone's starting to arrive. These are all like basically their older siblings that are coming to help support Brennan on his birthday. Go ahead and serve some food. I don't know where a random pile of trash came from. Right, but the party is started. I love that the turkey's just on the ground chilling. We'll go put it on the counter. I don't know why everyone's grabbing chips. We definitely have a full turkey. Alright, we'll get the cake out too, and then I'll also probably buy a birthday cake so that... Okay, why on the ground? There we go. Okay, let's buy our birthday cake so he can actually blow out the candles. Now everyone will file into the kitchen to support. We will actually be using one of my very own curated ways of determining how his personality is going to be, and I will probably follow up more and share some more information with you once I make it all streamlined, but there is a process behind how I choose the aspirations for Sims based on their zodiac sign. Normally, I mean, I don't know. Normally, like, their turn-ons and turn-offs are kind of, like, up in the air. Some of the turn-ons and turn-offs, I think, are, like, pointless, as in, like, formal and underwear. Like, how often are people really in those for that to be, like, a thing? More, like, blue eyes, blonde hair, clean, things like that. But we'll go with popularity for him and his archetype, and then we'll just say no to vampires. I don't really have a lot of vampires, just so it keeps his options open. Alright, so let's have everybody come grab some cake and celebrate. The youngest is finally a teenager. We're gonna go ahead and get his secondary aspiration set up too, which will be pleasure based off his personality archetype. We'll leave the rest of the tree to get later on. Yay! We had a great party. I love it. Alright, so it's Saturday morning. Looks like Monica's playing a game. The kids are eating some breakfast. Jeff's up. Dog's chewing on a bone. Oh, looks like Orlando Bertino is walking by, who is actually another one of his son's significant others. So we'll greet Orlando, see what he's up to. Um, it's always good to try to stay in communication with your extended family. And they were really good friends, like when his husband was growing up. So all right, so I decided to have Archie at least like apply for scholarships and see what we get out of this. I'm not really sure what he'll qualify for. Okay, awesome. 1,075 like $750 and another $1,000. Cool. So that's three scholarships. You just okay. Three scholarships makes me think maybe Archie is someone that's made for college. Normally my pleasure sims don't. As you can tell, I updated Brennan's appearance. He's blonde now. Jeff is actually a natural blonde, just to keep the blonde kind of going in the family. I went ahead and changed Brennan's appearance, but obviously his genetics will continue to make him have brown hair. Okay, just a little cute little family get together of playing games. Loving the matching pajamas once again. So we're gonna have Archie go ahead and deposit $10,000 into his bank account. So in my gameplay, that's how much college costs, and we will remove it from his account once he has access to his own money. Looks like Timothy's over, who is one of their sons as well. He's just dancing to their new radio. Awesome. We're gonna have Archie move away to college since it is Sunday and we don't want him to go to school tomorrow, and it's like the last day before he ages up. But we're gonna have him apply for any last minute scholarships. He didn't get any additional ones. I didn't really work on any skills since then, so I'm not surprised. Yes, we really want him to go to school. This will be fun to be able to play. I'll get to show you the University of Society now. He will be missed. It's been a long time since I had one kid in the house. Alright, so we're just going to be wrapping up here with the Wells family, and we're going to be moving over to their next oldest son. Oh, we got an error. And this will be Joffrey. So it's Thursday here. As you can see, we're kind of in the middle of a domestic dispute as we get in here. This is Jason and Joffrey Wells, who's actually Joffrey Bettino now. They are arguing. They do not have a good relationship. This is a throuple. So Orlando, Jason, and Joffrey are all actually together. Joffrey was actually killed in a house fire, and Orlando started dating Jason, and then when Joffrey was resurrected, they kind of became like a polyamorous relationship, but that hasn't been going very well or smooth. And they have two children they adopted. Oh, okay. Looks like we get a chance card here for Joffrey. We'll go as planned. Okay, awesome. We love a promotion. So Orlando has a lot of skill points locked in. We'll work on getting those fulfilled for him before we just gotta do some motivational dancing. So here's their house. I just kind of want to do like a little overview. As always, I've built every single lot here by hand. Just a typical little starter home for this family. I'm not sure if I want them to move or not. Maybe we will think about that later. Looks like the nanny's here. Kids are just going to be coming home from school. So these are their two adopted children. Okay, looks like we got a chance card for Jason. Okay, cool. Prep cook. Yay, I love a promotion. Looks like he's gonna be running all the way around the house to go give Jason a hug. Love the Sims pathing, always great. We're gonna go ahead and adopt a pet. A couple people in the house want to adopt a pet, so why not, you know? We'll go ahead and get a kitty. Siamese, I think that's how you say it. Simi, Siamese, I'm not sure. We'll go ahead and keep the name just to keep it easy. And then we'll have Joffrey come out here and wait for the police officer to come drop off their pet. Yes, we'll keep the name. I just love how small like the kittens and puppies are in this game. Like they're actually adorable, just so fucking tiny. Like it's almost hard to find them sometimes if you don't like get them right away and like keep an eye on them. Let's go ahead and get some pet items so the pet feels comfortable and can eat and sleep. I love these one tile pet beds. These are something I downloaded. I think they were off Mod the Sims. If not, I can try to figure out where I got them from. Super useful. Not obviously, not every pet needs one of those giant two tile beds, so having the single tile ones helps a lot when it comes to space. Alright, so now that the kitty has all of its survival needs covered, we'll go ahead and bring the kitten into the house and continue our Thursday night. Okay, so it looks like Orlando and Jeffrey just did a woohoo, and Jason is pissed. Even though they're all married, Jason's pissed. He just ran off into his room and just threw himself in his bed. Um, he cheated on them. So Jason mysteriously dies in a swarm of unknown darkness. This is due to, we could assume, the heartbreak. maybe he never ever felt really comfortable having Jeffrey and Orlando together, and once he felt like Jeffrey was resurrected, he just didn't feel as though the dynamic was the same. Understood, and I mean, I guess I get it. So we'll leave his tombstone here until he comes out. We can move him to the cemetery then. But wow. Family's eating some breakfast post a traumatic event last night. Kids are gonna be going to school. Looks like Jeffrey has to work today. It's now Saturday. Kids basically get to just relax and do what they want to do around the house. Let's get some breakfast. Alright, so it's Saturday night, and Orlando just got home from work, so we're actually gonna have him adopt a pet since he wants a puppy. So why not? Let's get a puppy and a kitten at the same time. Alright, let's see who we have for puppies here. Um, I don't know if we want a big dog or a small dog. We'll just go with this female puppy, and then we'll pick a name once she gets here. Once again, we'll go outside and wait for the cop to come and drop off the newest edition. I think it's always fun with puppies because, and like kittens, because you don't know what like their fur or style or like breed is gonna be. They all pretty much look the same when they're puppies and kittens until they grow up. So let's name this puppy um Jojo. Yay! Okay, Jojo's so cute, just barking away. Let's have Joffrey come over and pick up Jojo. All right, so the puppy just keeps howling, so we're gonna have Joffrey scold it because I can't deal with howling dogs. All right, so this is Edward. He's the oldest of the adopted children. He's about to be a teenager. He's kind of more quiet, I'd say. He's a little bit more reserved. He's very sloppy, I guess. Well, not even very sloppy. He's like halfway sloppy. He actually has a pretty like even personality. So we'll go ahead and throw a birthday party and have the family come over and meet Edward to celebrate him. So we'll invite everybody over. Hopefully everyone comes. Okay, here's Monica and looks like Bethany. Okay, cool. So So everybody's arriving. We'll have Edward come over and meet his grandma. I don't think they ever actually formally met yet. I want to make sure that they meet so they can build a relationship before her and Jeff get too old. Looks like everyone's dancing the smussle. We love a good smussle. We'll have Edward come and blow out the candles. I'm excited to see what he looks like. He's got kind of an interesting face, so. We'll all gather in the kitchen to make noise and clap and cheer him on. Okay, what a look. Based off his personality and the archetypes I was talking about previously, we'll have him be a fortune sim. Um, yeah, we'll go ahead and change his turn-ons to, what about, someone who's good at cleaning robots? Yeah, we'll make him into robots. Maybe we can use that as part of his personality, like, storyline. Alright, so everyone can grab some cake, come celebrate him. We went ahead and updated him because, yeah, his hair was not it. Alright, so looks like we had a good party and we will be moving to the next household here. Since he's a teenager now, we'll have him move into Jason's old room, kind of have his own space. I stop playing each household at 6 a.m. Monday, every time. So whenever it hits 6 a.m., that's when on Monday, that's when I switch over to the next household, and that's how I play my rotation. I don't think that we're gonna have Joffrey and Orlando look for a new person in their relationship. I think that dynamic was just a little bit what we made out of it. It wasn't necessarily the best for everybody. I'd probably have to find some mods that allowed it to work properly so that they could all woohoo without triggering the cheating memories. So maybe that's something I'll look into for next round. Really just have to have them clean up the house, work on their skills, just a normal little Sunday night before we switch. We'll definitely get a maid, and I'm glad it's a male. Maybe that can kind of be like something we can play with in the future here. Maybe the male maid will have like an affair with one of either Joffrey or Orlando. Something to think about. Had some Daniel Pleasant vibes. With everybody to bed, we will be moving into the next house, which is Timothy. So Timothy Wells is kind of a very eligible bachelor. He is engaged, but he also keeps his options open. He makes a lot of money. He's actually probably one of my favorite Sims to play, only because he has a lot going on. He's very successful. So it'll be interesting to see who he decides to choose to like live his life with and what that turns out to be. He definitely has a more traditional background of which he came from, but I think he's a little bit more new age than the rest of his family. Not sure what this error is. I'll have to look into this. Alright, so it looks like we have a Melissa Fancy here. They work together, I think. I don't know. I think they're best friends, but like I don't know if they have like any real like romantic connection. But Timothy lives in like this little townhouse, which is actually pretty big when you think about it. It's like a duplex. There's one on the other side. He has a pool in the back. Yeah, he's a car garage, 3 bedrooms, very, very comfortable. We'll just have him talk to Melissa. Keep it casual. So it looks like we're just gonna do some dance fearing before we go to work. Gotta love it. He has a whole bunch of like fun little toys and gadgets. He reached the top of the business career already once before. That's how he was able to get the putt putt, and then I think he was demoted either last time I played, so he's not quite at the top right now. Obviously, he has the romance hot tub too, so he has a lot of aspiration points he's been able to cash in from living such a successful and fulfilling life. Alright, looks like he has to go to work, so let's cross our fingers and hope for a promotion when he goes. Okay, we got a chance card. Build seaport, demoted. Okay. Not exactly what we wanted, but that's fine. No, we do not want to bring a friend home right now. Oh, okay, yeah. Demoted, that's fine. Let's just get in the dance here. Let's just dance sphere it out. I think he got that on a date. Oh, looks like his brother Finley is over, taking a spin at the dance sphere. to cheer him on. I don't know if Finley signed up for this. I think he knows what he's getting himself into. Oh! Okay. Just spewed him out. Alright, so he just is coming home from work on Wednesday evening. Yay, we got a promotion to CEO. Awesome. Yeah, so he's just racking in the cash. So he wants to go on a date, so we'll have him take his fiance out to a date to the restaurant. We'll go to a community lot, yeah. And then we'll take his car. Scroll down to restaurant. As you can tell, I get really creative with the names of my community lots. The kitty needs to move out of the driveway. Move, kitty. Don't just lay down. What a cat move. Here we go. Alright, so we just arrived at the restaurant with Jade. We'll go ahead and get seated. Oh, and she wants to get married to him, so we locked that in for him. Oh, and he wants to, oh my god, finally, okay. He wants to get married to her. Yay. Now we can focus on them actually having a wedding, what that will look like. We won't do that tonight or at home. Maybe we'll use the banquet hall so we can kind of see how that works. I haven't used it yet. Thank you, Mohawk host, for showing us the way. Okay, he also wants to get married to Melissa. We'll just ignore that. Okay, he also wants to get married to somebody else. So whatever, that's fine. That's fine. We're just gonna ignore that. He's gonna ask her back to his place, and then we'll just kind of let it go from there. This is not their first date, and it won't be their last date. Make sure we pay our bills so we don't get chased or fined. And they will go ahead and just wrap up the rest of their date. Yeah, there was no real motive behind this other than just fulfilling his want. Alright, it's the next morning here. Timothy's about to have to go to work, but it looks like the genie is here. Or I guess the matchmaker is dropping off the lamp which holds the genie. Okay, cool. He will definitely be able to use that. I definitely think he's a sim who qualifies. I don't normally like how often sims get the genie lamp, but like he totally put in the hard work. Alright, so now he's back from work. His car glitched out, so that's why it's not here. Let's have him rub the lamp. And I know I downloaded some additional genie wishes. Let's see if anything really applies. So I feel like the most obvious one, the easiest one to go for is to wish for wealth. Yes, I would love if $10,000 could just drop from the sky for me as well, but I'll have to wait until my genie lamp gets delivered. Okay, so it's the middle of the night, and you guessed it, after a promotion, what do we have? A fucking burglar. How mischievous. Luckily, we have a burglar alarm. The response time here is just amazing. Let's just hope we get a competent cop who can actually catch the burglar. I love how there's like a real life fight, like when a cop comes to like arrest a burglar and whoever wins like determines the outcome. Very realistic. Timothy's just standing there. He's like, okay, no, I'm gonna go dance on my dance floor. No. Okay, awesome. The cop won. That means we get money, I think. Let's just go back to sleep. Yeah, let's throw the cop and the burglar a double guns and go to bed. That's the kind of like level this guy's on. Yay. Caught a known burglar. Ooh, another chance card. Okay, let's see. Trust. Oh my god, yes. We have reached a business tycoon. Yes, it's the helicopter landing. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Alright, let's just keep this in mind, because, like, he could go to work every single day for this, but maybe he'll want to get a different job? Not sure, but I can tell you one thing. We're gonna get married. We are going to the banquet hall. He's fresh off a promotion, fresh off being robbed, fresh off a great date. This is the time to go get married. Hopefully this all works properly. Like I said, I have not used this community lot for a wedding yet. So far, looks like everything's working. We're gonna definitely need the bride here too before we can do anything. With the parking lot's full, lights are working. Looks like we got bartenders at the bar. So all of the automated populated things are there and accounted for. We'll just have to use the sim blender to go ahead and teleport Jade here. And then we will probably also have to teleport every single family member over here as well. So that should be fun. Hopefully we have enough space. Yeah, we definitely will have enough space. Alright, let's get Jade here. Awesome. Okay. I just finished summoning the entire family over, and they are on their way to get married. Just realized that I didn't quite get them, like, wedding attire. So Jade getting married in this god-awful outfit. That's fine. We're rolling with the punches. I'm glad everyone's using the chairs and sitting down. Is that the person who robbed him in the
Bendito
background?
tinkas.
My vision,
Lestutan.
my friend.
Sunglasses at the wedding, a vibe.
Ashitontape. Aquien.
Oh, wow.
Beautiful. And they will take the last name of the other sim. I love this mod so much. It helps so much depending on who you're playing, what you can do. Everyone's clapping. Yay. She brought a little over $7,000 to the household. She got the memory of marrying a rich sim. We got people dancing this muscle, so we'll have them come over and cut the cake. Do our typical, you know, wedding events. I love that the bartenders are now in formal attire. How adorable is this? We'll have them go over and dance. It looks like all the balloons are starting to pop, so the environment's down really low. Note to self. Abhijit is over by this wedding arch, just hitting this muscle. Love that. Jade and Timothy are dancing. Also love that. Quick little wedding makeout, let people know it's real. Abhijit's having some food. Yeah, this is going really well. Okay. So Jade was sick apparently. Okay, and she's sick again. Back to back. I hate when the game glitches like that. So we just got Timothy a new job here. Decided he already conquered reaching the top of the business. Now he's a comedian. That's his new lifetime want is to reach the top of this career. So fuck it. We ball. Let's do it. He's off to work. Looks like Danielle is getting, or I'm sorry, Delaney's getting into our hot tub. Interesting. Ooh, and a promotion already. Love it. So it looks like they're doing ACR. Oh, but Jade had to get up and start coughing. Of course. They were doing a casual woohoo, but that's fine. They are a married couple, and it's their wedding night, so I mean, consummate the marriage. After you bang on the wall because your neighbor is being too loud, you have some random woman in your hot tub. Oh, it looks like they're doing autonomous try for baby all by themselves. Awesome. So it's the next morning here, and Jade's enjoying a sandwich. Okay. Okay. Timothy just back to back to back. Chance card, promotion. Very, very blessed. We'll get Jade some more of her trees based off of her aspiration points. She has a secondary pleasure sim. Okay, yet another promotion from Timothy. When I say he kills the game, I mean he kills it. But he can go to work, so go back to work. Do not dance, Sphere. Oh, and now he's in the exact outfit of the person who robbed him. Nice. Jade over here washing her hands. Timothy's coming home from work. Another promotion. Okay, cue DJ Khaled. Another one, because this guy does not stop. Looks like he can go to work again, so we're gonna do it until he could probably get to the top of the career in like one day. Okay, here he comes back. This is still Saturday. Yet another promotion. This is almost comical. Like, I'm glad that the car is back too. And Jade earned a creativity point. Awesome. Okay, so Jade got her first baby bump. How cute. So they're pregnant. Yay. I'm excited to see what their baby's going to look like. They're one of my first couples like marry into each other from like already preset households. So I'm excited to have like the first combination baby. We got Timothy a new car also. He wanted a new one, so now he's big pimpin'. Where's Jade going? Is she... Okay, no, Jade, get off of the dance sphere. That is not for you while you're pregnant. So, since it is Sunday and we are almost at the end of the round, I decided I kind of want this family to move into a new house. They obviously have no problem with money, and Jade doesn't even have a job yet. She also went to college, so I know she's capable of, like, really raking it in. So, we're going to go ahead and, like, pack up their house, and then we're going to move them into one of the already pre-built houses that I made. And then they can go ahead and kind of make that their own. They have a lot of money, so I want them to be very, very bougie. Alright, so that's where they were living. As far as where they can live now, it looks like they have enough money for literally any house they want. There's so many different options. Honestly, there's so many to choose from. I don't know which one to pick. This one's actually a lot of fun. It's probably most different. So we'll go ahead and go with that. And I definitely want a family that I like to play in this house because I love this house. Three bedrooms, but a very large house, a lot of space. Kitchen's already done. Looks like the dining room's already done. Large garage, pool. And the backyard, you can see that the park is right behind them. So that's really nice. So that's all we'll do for them. We're going to be moving over to the Wells family as in Bethany. So she's married, or I'm sorry, I think she's only engaged to Orlando Santowski. But maybe they'll get married this round. Bethany's really fun. This is where Mallory used to live. So Mallory had that red room, as you can kind of see in the back, or I guess front of the house, since we are in the back right now. This is like a 4-unit condo lot. I also made, Bethany's huge on playing with Kygo, her cat. She also works in the law enforcement career, so yeah, she's pretty fun. She is older than Orlando, though. We're gonna change Orlando's, career to something that better like suits him and his lifetime want. So we'll change that to education. He was in science, but I just don't think that really fits him well. It's kind of like the randomized game he was forced to have. I kind of want them to try for a baby for fun because why not? Like, they live together. This is a little bit out of order for them, and I guess like the Wells family, they're a bit more traditional, so I'm sure her family would prefer her to be married first. But as you can hear, it's not always how it works, and yeah, so she's pregnant. Looks like they're gonna eat some chips. Kai goes on the counter. She's eating some cereal. Orlando's eating chips. Typical Wednesday night vibe. Very relatable content. Look at Kygo just literally sitting. He's so cute. Like, ugh, the animations in this game, especially for cats, adorable. Alright, so it looks like Orlando just got home. Yay, a promotion. And so is Bethany's home. Benjamin Long, no. We'll go ahead and switch the music from salsa to new wave. I feel like I always listen to salsa and I need something different to be playing in the background. Let's have them dance together. Okay, Orlando's getting it. Oh, okay. Uh-oh, she's calling us over. Yeah, a baby bump. Woohoo! Aw, so Orlando's like, yay, we're pregnant, there's spaghetti. Let's, like, you know, let's just do it now. Let's rip the band-aid off and let's elope. Her family does not know that she's pregnant yet, so we need to make sure we do this seamlessly. A nice little kitchen wedding. Short, sweet, and gets to the point. They love each other. There's pasta that's about to get cold. We don't have time to fuck around. Alright, now she's married. She's very much so pregnant. Let's have her call like someone from her family and let them know, like, hey, having a baby, just got married, things are changing over here. And Bethany is the only girl out of the household, so the Wells family's all boys, and then Bethany. I think she's like the middle child as well. So within Bethany's inventory is all this baby stuff from her mom, Monica. Obviously Monica had, I think, 5 babies minimum. So she gave her all of her like old hand-me-downs, which is fun. So Bethany's just nesting and getting comfortable. And Bethany is in labor in her underwear. Here she is. I'm excited. Okay, Brandy Laterno's here. Okay.
Oh, oh, stop.
Okay, how cute. A baby girl. I love this. We will name her. Hmm. Natasha. Not sure why, but we're rolling with it. Oh, it just puts baby on the ground. That's okay. Thanks, Brandy. Here's Orlando with his baby girl. He's so attentive to this baby. I swear to God. Like, he always rolls the wants to, like, play or cuddle or just hold her. So it's kind of, like, nice to see in his dad. Normally it's, like, the women. So we're just gonna go ahead and put Natasha in the crib, go to bed. It is Sunday. We're gonna be wrapping up his household, and next we are playing Finley. Looks like Kygo and Orlando are just chilling on the couch until then. Surprise! We actually moved him into a new house. I couldn't actually just fathom the idea of like that little apartment. So, um, briefly, I'll just show you the house. We just bought them. Um, before we move over into Finley and his household. But I just wanted to like give you guys updates when we show up here in the next stream. We're not like, where are they living? So yeah, we are going to move in with Finley here now next. He is living in the house that everyone actually grew up in. This was the original OG Wells family house. At one point there's like 5 children living in here. It's very, very, very packed. He's married to Tasha Go. Looks like she's sleeping. Yeah, the house is pretty empty now, but at one point it was packed. He works in the business career. As you can see, they don't necessarily have as much money as everyone else. He did not go to college, so he went from teenager, grew up into an adult. Tasha wants to have a baby. As you can tell, there's already a crib and everything all set up for her. She's manifesting a baby. Okay, so Finley got a chance card. Yay! And he gets a promotion. Awesome. Definitely need that with a growing family. We're gonna get him a car. He wants a car. You know, he seems like a red truck guy, so we'll go red truck. Looks like Bethany's over for some mac and cheese. Tasha's gonna come and join them. Oh, Finley just got scared by the family's dead dog, whose grave is still on the property. Oh, Tasha's having a baby.
Oh, oh, stop. Oh, oh. Ano po?
Cute. So we have another baby girl. We'll name her Tanya after Tasha. Tanya and her dad, Finley, are super, super close. Kind of like Orlando, Finley rolls a lot of wants to take care of her, which is always nice. Yay! Looks like Tasha just got a promotion. Love to hear it. I'm glad she was able to go back to work. Oh, is this what I think it is? Okay, looks like we have ACR for casual woohoo. So, Finley wanted a bird, so we decided to give him a bird named Ditto. Birds love to repeat what you're saying. Oh, it looks like Brennan decided to stop by. Fellow blonde brother decided to come and say hello. Here we go. Oh, Tanya's a toddler. Okay, so she has brown hair, like I said. So Finley and Brennan are kind of the same, where they both had brown hair to begin with, but I changed them to blonde, so that's where that came from. Doing our fatherly duties, potty training. Okay, yay, successful. Okay, Tasha's smashing pizza late night, just pregnant as fuck. We love that. Oh, so she's pregnant again off that casual woohoo, and it looks like she's going into labor. Low-key, I hope it's a boy this time. Okay.
Oh, stop. Oh, oh.
Okay, adorable little boy. So we will name him William. Just to say with the more traditional names that this family kind of has. Yay. We're gonna go ahead and throw a party then. It is already time to be Tanya's birthday. Time is flying by in this family. I feel like when you have kids, everything happens so much faster. Like hours disappear because there's so much you need to do with them. Let's invite the family over so everyone can help us celebrate. We always have family parties in the Wells family, so I'm kind of glad they get together so often. We'll also order a pizza so people aren't starving. Everyone's starting to arrive. Let's have Tasha greet her in-laws. And we'll move the pizza down to the kitchen. Oh, not a slice. I want the whole box. And let's bring Tanya to the cake. I don't know if people can reach that pizza or not. We need more counter space in here. Alright, everybody, this is like the 18th birthday we've had this video. Let's keep the excitement high. Toddler birthdays are fun, even though toddlers normally hate them. I'm excited to see what she looks like. In the background, Laz turning into a werewolf. We can't see her. Okay. Grab some cake. Of course, she's gonna be running everywhere. Tasha's upstairs taking care of baby William. There are so many people in this house. Looks like Jeff is taking care of baby William. I love when the elders would take care of like the next generation. I love that kind of interaction. We definitely want to make sure we have a good party. We love like Laz in the background just because this creepy ass walk. We have a lot of people here. Okay, and they keep getting scared by the dead pets. This is kind of funny. Let's move the radio down here so people can actually like, dance and have a good time. Oh, he just put the baby on the ground. Uncle Timothy just picked up baby William. Everyone's gonna force feed this baby probably because you know how Sims are with that shit. Father-son dancing. Bethany's getting down. More chips are being grabbed. Seems like a great time. So it's Sunday, it's the next day here. I'm just trying to find some hair that looks better on Tanya. I have a lot of custom hairs, and you also need to change her eyebrows. She's cute. We don't really know, I feel like, until she's like a teenager, adult, what she really is gonna look like, so. So it's William's birthday. We're gonna just do something smaller here, because he's a baby. So just the family here is gonna celebrate William turning into a toddler. Oh, it looks like he wants to have another baby. He wants to potty train. Okay, well, I can teach him to talk. It's easy. We got the smart milk. Lock it in for him as well. So yeah, we're just wrapping it up here at Sunday night. Not really much else to do before Monday mornings. We'll just have Finley get started on teaching his son William to talk, and then it looks like she wants a telescope, so we'll go ahead and get her one of those as one of our final items. It was just her birthday. Awesome. And we'll end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to like and comment and subscribe. And don't forget to follow me on my socials mentioned here. Alright, see you in the next video. Thank you.